side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
Well, the reserves really came through when they needed a spark. This is a close game. Any points you can get from your bench are huge. I thought the bench guys came in and inserted themselves like they wanted a starting spot. And that's what you want. Subs who are ready to produce the moment they step on the floor.
All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the second half of our game. Kevin Harlan ready with the call.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Zeller and Jefferson are inside. Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lamb. And it's Batum in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Great move there. That spin just dusted off the defense.
Charlotte in the lead.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
Here's Lamb, and the shot no good, a bit short.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season, won the Most Improved Player of the Year award, really picking up his production in his fourth season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level. Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down. And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And watching Kemba Walker play, so explosive. An undersized floor general, nasty crossover. Really a scorer's mentality. Maybe too much of a scorer's mentality to ever be a great assist man.
And the Bulls making a change here. Brooks checked in. Butler from outside. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. And that's now 21 points for Jimmy Butler.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Shot's good. And it's 6 points for Cody Zeller. Greg, talking about Walker, you have to love the way he competes, his willingness, Clark, to put the team on his shoulders and carry him.
Love that competitive spirit of his. They're actually figuring out how to use him best, but he's such a dynamic offensive player. You've got to give him room to be creative at that end.
And oh, here we go. Batum's got it galloping, the fast break chance.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season, seemed to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him. 8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy. Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him. You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on.
That's good. Hornets trail by 3. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pass to Zeller. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Gasol's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And with the skill set that Powell has and the year he had, there's no telling how long he can play at a high level. Again, one of those guys that never been reliant on the athletic ability to have an impact.
Outside, Walker. And again, the Hornets missing.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
That one goes. Count it. And it's an 8-point Bulls lead.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Batum for 3. That's good. Batum's got 8.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Butler kicks to Brooks. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Hakeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender. You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
Fires from deep. And it's Butler missing. Hornets trail by 5. Walker dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Back to Walker. And there's the defensive 3-second call. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Tyler Hansbrough's checked in for Charlotte. And the Bulls making a change also. Derrick Rose is checked in for Brooks. 6 to shoot. And here's Walker outside. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 6th rebound on the night.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Lynn the pass to Walker. Takes the 3. That drops. Walker's got 11 points.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
Kid Gilchrist, no luck.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Outside Butler from deep 3-point range. No good. And the game.